Thank you, everyone, for coming. We are joined by junior quarterback George Bolus and head coach Paul Haynes. We'll start us off with an opening statement.
Again, disappointing loss. Shot ourselves in the foot. Did some good things offensively. Kind of killed ourselves defensively a little bit with some assignments, but we'll get those corrected.
Questions?
George, I understand you lost the game, but are you happy with the performance you had individually in the second half?
I like to look at the team performance individually. I don't care what kind of numbers, stats, whatever. I'm all about the team. And there were certain plays here and there. We were on the goal line twice. We need to score touchdowns. Get the running game going. There's things offensively that we still need to work on. Special teams, defense, all around. So I'm not really looking at the individual stats.
George, what do you think you guys can do better offensively in the red zone to turn those trips into touchdowns at the field goals?
I was running the ball, and that's a big one. On that one to Chris, before the half, I think if I got that off, a second earlier, then that could have been a touchdown. So there's something I got to work on. But we just need to get a push and we need to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
George, the 4th and goal play, just obviously no room. Can you just kind of talk about what you saw there?
Personally, I thought I was in. 2 seconds after a second or two, I thought I crossed the plane, but I think they blew the whistle dead. But me personally, I think I got to lower my legs and my body a little bit and just tuck my head and drive a little more.
Coach, how do you plan on cutting down on penalties, especially in crucial situations?
Yeah, that's when it seemed to be happening. And we just gotta touch on it. And again, you're not getting a whole lot of them. That's the crazy thing. But they're coming at crucial times, and we're killing ourselves. So it's something that we have to address in practice. But it's hard to sit there and simulate those things in practice, and especially when it's being called tight to the cuff. So. But it's something that we got to address, that we got to work on, because we're getting them in crucial times when we're getting off the field, and it seems to be in every single game, we're getting called for a PI or something like that in a crucial situation.
Coach, aside from things you referenced to as far as shooting yourselves in the foot, do you find some optimism in the fact that you guys were able to move the ball pretty well?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, again, it's never as bad as it seems. It's never as good as it seems. When you sit there and you watch the film and you analyze it and things that you look at that you did, there's things that you did well, and there's things that, again, us as coaches always after our losses, and the players too are all negative about all the things. But once you go back and you watch the film, you'll see some of the things that you did well, and those are the things you got to continue to do. We threw the ball probably the best that we've thrown it, all year. And then we, like George said, we just got to improve red zone touchdowns. If we can come away with some red zone touchdowns, it will, it'll definitely help us.
What was the quarterback plan? Was there a certain plan coming in on how you're going to use both guys?
Yeah, whoever kind of starts the game, we always kind of go on maybe that 3rd or 4th series. The next guy's going to come in, and then it's whoever's playing the best, at that time. So, if George starts, then Crum will come in on that 3rd or 4th series, and Crum started this one. George was going to come in on 3rd or 4th series, and then whoever is playing the best at that time, and keep the guy in.
So George just obviously did enough things, and you wrote him out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Special teams been so good.
I know.
Being huge.
It was, again, anytime you get a block kick, it's hard to win a football game. Statistics show unless you double up on turnover margin, it's hard to come back from a block kick. That's why we sit there and say it's the most important play in football. So that was huge. To sit there and give that up when we've been so good, on those things.
Was there a assignment? Do you know what happened specifically?
No, I mean, the guy, I guess, can jump high. He can jump straight up, and he jumped over our guy and blocked it.
Yeah, you talked about blown assignments defensively. Were those more physical or mental mistakes? Maybe
No, it was more mental mistakes. I mean, the one long run on the quarterback, coming out, was just, just a blown mental assignment. We have someone on the quarterback. It's just, just guys trying to make plays. And, when you try to make plays like that, you end up screwing it up. We just sit there and say, just do your 1/11th, a little bit. But, I give them credit. They didn't run the quarterback a bunch, also too. And there's a couple good calls on, moving out of the box on them a little bit, or thinking outside the box a little bit of keeping it with the quarterback. And, I would sit there and say coaching wise, we didn't work on that just because they didn't show it in those. You get in those situations like that, then it's just a change up, for them, and they got us, But, in those times, again, it was a bend but don't break. We still stopped them. But you hate to flip the field in that situation. So, I definitely am not a coach who's going to blame it on the players. We got to coach it better, and that's the thing that's, mental mistakes, again, are twofold. The players are making it, but we got to just coach it better and make sure that it doesn't happen.
He had, 3 shots, I believe, from the 2 or 3 yard line there when George ended up getting stopped. It's just one of them deals where we're going to do this 3 times and we think we're going to get it done type thing.
Yeah. And again, just like George said, it's just getting some push and, and getting in there, I mean, I would have did it again, when you got a big back and just got to get some push and, get it in. And again, with it being on the, 1-inch line, again, and you're down, just to get some momentum and create some momentum to sit there and go for it. And to also, if you do miss it, that you can keep them down there and still flip the field. But we didn't do that.
I mean, Gamble's kind of established himself as a guy that's gotten in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had a carry in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah. But yeah, he's our short yardage back.
Just decided to go somewhere. Just decided to go with Miles and Reagan. You ran.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, on that series, because we had Gamble in the game in that series, and then we sneaked on the 4th down.
I got you.
Yeah.
Talk about flipping the field. How important do you think it is to cut down on those unsportsmanlike penalties?
Huge. I mean, those are the ones that kill you. I mean, the PIs and stuff like that are all questionable calls. I mean, they can go either way. Sometimes they call them, sometimes they don't. But the personal foul ones, are the ones that we got to make sure that we eliminate and correct. And again, that was a 14-point swing. That we didn't get in, and then we sat there and let them get out, and then we had them stopped, and then, we roughed the kicker. So those are things we just got to make sure that we correct. So, especially, again, points are so precious to us, and getting off the field is so precious to us. So those are the things that we cannot allow to happen.
All right.
All right, thank you guys.